Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm very excited to bring you another PSA return video. If you watched my last video, I think it was my last video, I had a stack of about 50 or so cards I was looking to send in. I kind of just pulled, I think, the 12 best out of there, maybe 13. So, you know, not too long of a submission, but also not too quick. So I actually don't know the grades on this. I figured since there's more than just a couple cards, it'll be fun to go through one by one and see what the results are. I did submit this express. I think I sent it out probably the last week of October. It is now pretty close to Thanksgiving, so not too bad of a turnaround time. But anyway, let's get right into it. Let me just open this box. Okay, so the very classic, just very obvious obelisk on the back of the stack. I also noticed they started using these what do you want to call them? Plastic sleeves. Oh, I just revealed the card, but looks like we got a 9 on the obelisk. That's alright. I was kind of thinking it might get a 10, but I don't really remember what the damage was. I think there's a little white spot up there, so that's not too unreasonable. But yeah, like I was saying, these like perfect fit sleeves, they're kind of not as good as most perfect fit sleeves, but that's alright. They're free, right? I usually just take them off. Alright, so most of these cards are going to be Series 1 volume set, typical stuff. I had pretty high expectations. I think they're all going to be at least 9s. I don't want to be too optimistic or maybe delusional, but I'm feeling pretty good. So let's check this one out. I mean, I'm not expecting to see anything on the backs of these cards. I think most of the issues lie in the centering and surface scratching on the cards that were a little iffy, you know. So let's turn it around. Oh, 9 on the Super Parallel Firewing Pegasus. That's actually kind of surprising to me. I'll have to look at that after, just because I opened this straight out of the pack. I think it's well centered, so I wonder what the 9 is. Well, that's alright. Not one of the biggest cards for me in this. I kind of just sent it because I really thought it was going to be a 10, so oh well. Next up. Look at that. I am not going to eat this slab live on camera for the Ultra Parallel Great Moth from Volume 6. Someone in the comments said something about the name text on this being shifted downward and that possibly affecting the grade, and I said if it doesn't get a 10, I'll eat the slab live on camera. Looks like I lucked out. Maybe next time. Yeah, great card. I recently, well, not recently, but earlier this year I graded a 9 on the regular secret rare version of this, so I'm still looking for a 10 on that variant of the Great Moth, but still, this is very cool. Nice. Moving along. Alright, so Elegant Egotist from Volume 4 got the 10 here. Yeah, this card's really cool and ultra rare for Elegant Egotist. I think when it came to English and MRD, it was printed as just a rare, but having a foil on that pattern is pretty beautiful. Very happy about this. I had high expectations, so I think these are all in the order I submitted them in. I think that's how it usually works. So probably most of the higher grades are gonna come first, just because of the way I ordered the submission, or so I expect. So yeah, I think there's 12 here, maybe 13. I'm hoping for at least like a third of them being 10s. I think that would be a nice ratio. Oh, nice. Another 10 with the Volume 7 Ultra Parallel Mirror Force. Standard copyright version. I noticed like the Studio Dice version of the Mirror Forces and a lot of Volume 7 stuff is a little bit more common than some of the other sets that had additional print runs from the Volume series, but so this is super nice. Very cool. I actually don't have a lot of nice Volume 7 foils. Actually just recently bought a DD Warrior, which was a super rare from Volume 7, and I just bought it outright in PSA 10 just because it was a decent price. It was basically what I paid to grade this card, so I figure I can't go wrong. Next up, ooh, a 9 on the Yamadron from Limited Edition Joey Pack. I was kind of hoping for a 10 on this one. I mean, obviously I'm hoping for a 10 on everything, but who isn't? This one, yeah, I don't think I'm going to break down the condition too much on these. It's going to be hard to tell through the case, and I don't really remember every detail of each card, but you know, it's pretty reasonable. These cards are super hard to get perfectly clean. There's always some issue going on. There might be a little foil scratch I missed or something, because I don't think there was much name imprint whitening on the back. Maybe the centering was, no, the centering's fine. Very good. Well, now this gives me a little bit of motivation to open my sealed limited edition Joey pack, even though it's probably a bad idea considering the price of the packs these days, but I'd really like that in a 10, as well as the Fairy's Gift from that particular limited edition pack. I also have right over here the third card from that set is the Megasonic Eye. Super nice. Alright, let's see what's next. The search continues for a PSA 10 Ultra Rare BLS from Premium Pack 2. That's alright, I have a few packs, so it looks like we're going to open some pretty soon in the future again. I did pull this on my Premium Pack opening video kind of thing, where I did a bunch of Premium Pack 3 and a couple PP2, a couple PP1s. So, well, yeah, I know this one was very marginal on the centering. I thought it could go either way, but everything else was pretty much perfect, so tough card. I think this is still Pop 4, I believe, in 10, so I have like a few 9s now myself. Next up, oh, very nice. Got 10 on the Solemn Judgment from Volume 6. Really like this card. Love the artwork, love the card itself. I was a little concerned about, I think it did have like a dot of whitening somewhere on this edge, but I didn't think it was even really noticeable unless you were tearing it apart. Yeah, super happy with this. I think this card's, actually I don't know the pop in this card, but I've had issues in the past with this one just because of so much foil. There's always like a scratch in like this region. Still super cool. First print of Solemn Judgment. So what's that, 3 10s now? 1, 2. Oh no, it's 4. Okay. So I think we kind of met the quota. Let's continue. Oh, 9 on the regular secret Thousand Dragon. Yeah, this was, so I had 2 copies in that stack I went through for submissions in my last video, and this I believe was the stronger one, so it looks like I'm gonna have to keep searching for a nice copy of this. Super clean card. I think it came down again just to name whitening on the back of the card, so still very nice in PSA 9. I mean, I'm very grateful for even having 9s in this submission. You know, it's still, you know, mint card's a mint card. You're just splitting hairs. Okay, so this, I'm guessing, would be Final Flame, based on the order. Again, a 9. So this one, I guess it just is what it is. I think there might be just like a scratch on this or something. I was pretty confident about this one though. It's kind of a little surprised, but mine's still good. And so this is gonna be the swords. Just based on what I've seen so far, it looks like they were pretty diligent on catching all the minor stuff, like pretty fair grades overall. So I'm gonna guess this one's probably not a 10. Yeah, 9 on the swords, which is still amazing in my opinion for this card in particular. Yeah, it's just probably just a hairline foil scratch or something. I'm also kind of motivated. I might be crazy, but I kind of want to open a Volume 2 booster box, just because like every foil in there is a pretty cool hit, I think. Either the Swords of the Cursed Dragon and Ultra, and all the supers are like great, I think. I mean, this is probably the lesser of the 3 supers, so if I opened the box, it would be 1 Ultra, 2 supers, so I could get this, or Monster Reborn, or Mystical Elf, and any of those, if those were like really well centered, would be an awesome kind of hit for me, because those are some of the hardest cards to come across in gradable condition, including the swords. You know, if I could pull a centered swords out of there, I think it would be worth the price of the box, in my opinion, to have that potentially be a 10. Okay, so Black Skull Dragon Ultra Parallel. So I'm guessing these two are going to be 9s as well. This one had like name text on the back, and it looks like it's not flying with this submission under the radar, so they probably caught it. I think the centering might have been a little off too, but yeah, there it is. Very nice. I actually just got another copy of this, so I'm kind of still, I think, in a good spot. I think this one has a stronger shot at 10. I have it right over here. It's because this one doesn't have any bleed through on the back. It's a little off center top to bottom on the back, but it's still well within 75-25, which is kind of a crazy ratio to me, and I make sure to double check on like the PSA site what the criteria is, and I mean, this is pretty much as off center as the back gets for Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and this is still like 60-30. So 75-25, I wouldn't expect to see that unless the card was actually like miscut. But yeah, Black Skull Dragon, pretty cool. Actually, I actually just bought the regular ultra rare version of this, so not the parallel, and I bought that in a 10 outright as well. I don't like using the word steal, but a very fair price for it, so I'm pretty excited to get to that. Whenever I can find a volume set foil already graded 10 and the price isn't absurd, like, I'll usually buy it, just because, you know, most of the time it's cheaper than the price, not cheaper than the price of the card plus like an express grading fee, but all you have is express anyway, and you know, you buy a raw card and you think you're gonna get a 10 cheaper just by grading it yourself, but it's kind of like the case now where it's really not worth it to me to wait around until some cheaper tier is ready, which could be, who knows, a year from now. And then once it does open, the turnaround time for that is going to be probably, I don't know, another 6 months. And at that point, it's like my time is more valuable than the money. Okay, so Gaia Dragon Champion, probably gonna be a 9. It was the weakest card in the submission. It might be an 8 actually, but let's take a look. 9. Okay, so I have 2 9s in this card now. Maybe no, only 2. But I have 3 copies though, and I think this was probably my last straw for this card. So I'll have to be on the lookout for another one. And with that being said, there's actually a 10 up for auction on eBay right now. From the time that I'm recording this, I think it ends tomorrow night. I think I'm gonna win it, because I think I'm just gonna go all out, because I'm tired of chasing Gaia the Dragon Champion. There's also a few other pretty decent Series 1 cards up, graded from the same seller. But yeah, we'll see what we see. Kind of a buyer's market right now. I don't think there's a lot of people looking for OCG cards on eBay in particular, so maybe I'll get some deals. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. I guess we can do a little highlight reel. Most of the 10s were in the beginning, so let me pull those out. Not that the 9s aren't nice, but I think when I think of like my own kind of permanent collection, I'm really just looking for 10s. I keep the 9s until I can upgrade them with nicer copies, etc., etc. But we have the Ultra Parallel Mirror Force, very beautiful card. I actually kind of prefer the regular Secret Rare for this one, but still crazy card in Secret Rare. Elegant Egotist, the old Kaleidoscope from Volume 4. Now I just need Harpy Lady's Sister from Volume 4 in Secret Rare. That would be a nice addition to go with that. The Great Moth. And what else did I get down? Oh yeah, Solemn Judgment. Where'd that go? And the Solemn. Very cool. So none of these 4 are for sale because I actually need them for my 10 collection. Maybe some of the 9s are if someone wants to trade or something. I guess let me know. People ask all the time for that kind of stuff. I'm open. Actually, really surprised about this one. Still, I'm gonna have to give it a thorough look over or something. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys next time.